Oh, wait, you ready, Ninja?
Yep.
Alrighty.
We're live.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to Deviants of Chaos. Our primary streamer is going to be late, so we are using the secondary stream. Anywho, so after the battle finishes, the muddy ground opens up underneath you and eats everyone. The end.
No, quicksand.
Continuing on. So the cleric, he goes over here. He's like, "Thank you. You saved my life. How can I repay you? Can I accompany you and help you in any way?"
Can I roll insight on the cleric just to make sure he's not disguised?
Oh my goodness.
Hey, we're dealing with vampires. You gotta be on your toes.
He is not a vampire.
He's not a vampire, but is he...
Is he acting suspicious in any way?
Yes. Thank you.
Not that you can tell.
You can come... You can come with us. We will need you to report everything to my brother about what has happened here.
Okay, he says.
He looks at him kind of suspicious. He goes, "Why are you being attacked?"
We were just out, and the wraith and the specters just came out. It seems to be sounds like what happens with everyone else.
Okay, but who's everyone else? Hikari gives a little bit of an unpleasant look at all the other dead bodies.
There's been a couple of people who have gotten away from like situations.
Has there been anyone from your group aside from yourself that managed to escape?
Not today.
Oh.
You're saying this happened to you before?
Just a moment, I'm thinking.
Yeah, because it kind of sounds like it...
He meant to say was... Just a moment. He meant to say that this was his first time.
Okay.
He just heard from other people. And they were trying to be cautious, but it happened anyway. That's what I meant to say.
With this many people, it's a little concerning.
I'll get the guards to round them up and take them to the coroners.
Okay.
Hikari looks a little sad as she thinks about Ilars and his mate.
Desmond looks to the twins. Do you two wish to perform funerary rites on them?
Do you want us to?
Hikari looks kind of sad, but then she gives a bit of like a huff with a small little sad pot. She goes, "It seems we probably have to. We never really actually did lay them both to rest properly, did we?"
No, I don't believe so.
Desmond looks at Gwen. Do you have any idea how to... She then thinks for a moment. Send them off?
I have been to one or two funerals back in the day, but I'm a little rusty.
Hikari kind of gives a determined look. She goes, "We don't do anything fancy." And then she starts to look around to see if she can find some rocks or something to use as like a makeshift grave. Challenge determination.
Arizal does clear his throat.
Yeah.
Perhaps you have all forgotten I am a paladin. I am trained in funeral rites.
I have not forgotten, love, but I have never performed I have never seen a funeral for those of the four-legged variety. So this is out of my league.
Hikari immediately goes up there with like interest as well as determination, and she goes, "What do I do? I want to help."
Well, he seems a bit nervous, and he reaches into his bag and he pulls out the last bottle of holy water that he has and hands it to Hikari. Usually, what is required is, well, if you sprinkle this onto the deceased, then it will guard them from necrotic magic, and for the most part, ensure that they have a restful death.
Hikari looks curiously for a second and then looks to the bodies a little bit uneasy, and she goes, "So we do it to them?"
It's the very least that can be done for them, as it currently stands.
And she gives a small little uneasy look, and then she looks at herself and she goes, "But we can't do that for Iris, can we? Is there anything else we can do?"
Well, we did bury him back in Phandalin.
Yeah, but this is where we set his spirit free.
A few prayers, perhaps, then.
She gives a small pout again, like she doesn't feel like that's enough, but she just sighs, trusting Eris's words, and then just, with a reluctant look, starts to kind of walk to the bodies, a little bit uneasy.
Desmona places a hand on Hikari's shoulder with a sympathetic look. I know. I want to give them more too, but I just don't know. Oh, how?
I'm gonna go with Hikari. To help her out a bit.
Hikari just gives us a slight sad look at Desmona, but then just gives a small smile. Like, she understands as well, like, they wish they could do more. She still looks a little bit frustrated, and so she gives another huff, and then she starts, feeling better with Gwen by her side, walks over to the bodies.
Okay.
So yeah, just, even though she still looks very, very uneasy seeing all the dead bodies and not trying to, like, shudder in fear, she just starts with the holy water on all the bodies she goes to.
Arizella looks to Desmond and sighs. I'm terribly sorry for that. It seems as though I'm not very good with children.
It's alright. Sometimes it takes practice.
I have half a mind to have Hikari hear that and yell, "I'm not a child!" Wait. I know. Hold on. Nope, I don't hear a thing.
But yeah, he says that and just sort of scratches his nose a little bit. And he says, there's still so much of the world I don't seem to know much about.
Just take it all one step at a time. Or one slither at a time, in your case.
True enough. He shakes his head and he says, I apologize for holding you up. I'll go and help Eshkwan and Hikari.
It's perfectly fine.
Chip.
What are you squealing about?
Nothing.
Hey, she has the right to squeal. The two are already together anyway, so there you go.
Yeah, don't really a shit.
But just little lovey dovey moments like this, just maybe hee. Anyway, as Hikari's spraying the water, she stops for a second and looks at Gwen curious when she says the prayer. And she gives a bit of a curious and uneasy look, trying to figure out how to ask this, and then she says, Gwen?
Mm-hmm.
Do you really think praying helps people move on? I mean, our mother does it sometimes in the shrine like that, and then she gives a bit of a small glare. She goes, when I was with Set, he said a lot of things. And something made me wonder, like, can spirits really find peace?
Well,
Nick.
we don't really know for sure, but it helps to believe that with some prayer, they may move on to the afterlife.
Arizal does approach Ikari and, gently puts a hand on her shoulder. You come to learn in the service of temples and the like that many precautions can be taken, that the spirit does pass easy into the next life. And it may never seem like it's enough, but the dead are often grateful that there are those who think of them.
She looks a little better at that, but then she gives another glare and she goes, even those who have done wrong to others?
Well, even those who have perhaps done wrong, yes, but I won't lie to you. I am not partial to praying for those I find detestable.
Me neither.
Yeah, you won't see me praying to my enemies.
She gives another huff as she cuts her out. She goes, okay, good, so I don't need to pray for him. I thought I was probably have to, and I'm not going to.
No, you don't have to.
You don't have to pray if you don't want to.
You don't have to pray. You don't have to pray to him, but you can curse him.
But
He's probably already in the abyss by now.
Hopefully in the deepest of the 9 hells.
Yeah.
Okay, he kind of smile a little bit, amused at everybody, and also feeling a little more better now. And then she just gives a big old smile. She goes, and inside she's like saying thanks everybody, and then she just keeps spraying the holy water around like, spirits be at peace!
There you go. That's the spirit. Literally.
Oh, that's a pun right there.
It was unintentional, but...
Yes, it was, but it's Hikari. She's going to say whatever she feels like, even if it's intentional or not.
No, I was talking about Gwen.
Yeah, for me, that was a pun.
Yeah.
That was a very unintentional pun.
Yeah, exactly.
Now, if you had Now, if Hickory had alcohol, then that would be a literal pun.
Yeah.
But he's not here to give her more.
And Bar's probably just staring off at them, having no idea what the heck they're doing.
They're probably trying to eat the bodies.
No, don't eat the bodies.
Well, yeah, I imagine that's probably what would have happened. He'd probably scutter over there and be like
sniffing the body.
Yeah,
we talked about this. Please don't eat the body.
Hikari sees it. She runs over to Kitai and she covers his eyes like, "Don't look."
But yeah, Bar, I imagine, probably wouldn't do anything. He'd just, sniff it, and it's like, "May I eat this?" He'd get a notice, says, "Okay," and then backs off or something.
It's like fine.
And just kind of sits there watching everyone.
Yeah.
Probably. I don't know.
Doesn't quite understand what it means to have a funeral for someone.
Or why?
Also,
probably in his mind, he's wondering why we're letting good food go to waste.
Anyway, I'd say we finish that up, and now what? Bring the cleric back to town?
Yep.
Okay, so you head back to town?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yep. And real quick before we leave, Hikari kind of glances back real quick, and she can't help but give a little sheepish look, and then closes her eyes with her hands together to give a little prayer for Illyris and everybody, and then rushes after everybody.
Okay. You return to Haven.
I imagine we take a long rest on the way there.
Okay. Since you took a long rest, someone gets a dream.
Oh,
Which one?
Because I keep
boy.
forgetting to give one that I keep forgetting to give her, but I eventually remembered, possibly.
Which one?
So Gwen, you are walking through a forest. The trees loom over you. You feel stale leaves crunching beneath your feet, and then you hit something. A wall. Beyond the wall, you see yourself. A mirror. The reflection changed, shifting to a more malicious expression as its fist rounds up and aims right for you. Or you wake up.
What?
Another bad
Start
dream.
with a start.
Another bad dream.
It's a very weird dream, and I don't know how to express it fully. I don't know if it was prophetic, or if it was just stressful. I don't know.
Deanne, what happened to the cleric?
Oh yes, I should probably paste him. He squishes all of you. I'm joking.
He goes back to the temple, I imagine.
No more squishing. I was squished enough as it was fighting those stupid wraiths.
You were squished enough when you were being held captive by Set.
The temple's down here.
Yes.
Yep. So no more squishing.
And just double checking, did you guys decide that he could come with you or that he shouldn't?
We come with us back to town.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we keep an eye on him.
Okay. He clarifies that he means he would like to come with you on adventures, but he understands if you don't want him to.
Oh.
No.
We go on pretty dangerous adventures.
He's like, okay.
Yes, there's a higher chance of you dying with us.
Look, I mean, I get it. He's a cleric and all, but yeah.
Okay.
So we escort him back to the temple, and while they're there, Desdemona whispers to the heads, the elders of the temple, keep an eye on that one. There's something off about him.
But you had a 27 on insight.
Eh.
Why are you suspicious of everyone we meet?
Out of character, look at the chat.
That message was actually sent to just you.
Oh.
Secrets!
Oh, never mind. It's called instinct.
Okay.
Ultra
Time.
instinct.
No, don't
Nope.
start.
Nope.
Yeah, let's not go there.
Anyway, shall we report to Ozul?
Sure. Is that where you're going next?
We'll have time to come back here and do like some shopping and all that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So report to him first.
Okay. You go back to the Gurgorov Castle.
Andy.
Andy, no.
Stop it. Stop it.
Okay. Moving on.
Alright. Something else I forgot. Desdemona, a certain sibling of yours has come to the habit of harassing you every night.
Which one is it this time?
It's the same one. You get to make a wisdom save.
Lysander. Let's see, where's the whiz?
Desdemona, you must help me activate the ultimate weapon for Team Flare.
I was gonna go for a Star Wars reference right there.
Yeah, me too.
I got a Pokemon X and Y
He
reference.
said Lysander!
Yeah,
Yeah.
Lysander.
Oh,
Yes,
that's
Lysander.
Lysander.
Yeah.
Okay,
Nicely
that
done.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It
Yeah,
clicked
but-
for all you there.
I just saw Star Wars, the new Star Wars movie, so that's still in my head.
I'm gonna say you passed that one.
Okay.
You kind of forcibly remove him from your dream.
Yeah, I tell them, I say, shut up, Lysander, and kick him out of the dream.
Get out of my head.
Yeah. More like what Peter Griffin says in Family Guy to Meg.
Yeah.
Shut up, Meg.
Pretty much. Anyway,
Yeah.
so we're back in the castle.
Although
Yep, you're back to the castle. You go to report to Ozul. Hello again.
We've recently come across a group of wraiths. Or
Ooh.
actually, a main wraith and a bunch of subordinates. They attacked a
See.
group of travelers. The only one left alive was a cleric.
Okay.
But
We
you
delivered-
took care of them.
Okay.
We delivered him to the temple.
Okay. We'll make sure everyone else stays safe. We have figured out where your next brother is.
Our next brother.
Yes, that one.
Which one?
Just a moment. This would be.
Need help, Brain?
I have on a map. Azrael.
Oh. So we deal with that punk.
Yep, that punk.
Yeah, what's his story?
Have you ever met a tiefling?
I
I am aware of them.
Have you ever met a teenage tiefling?
No.
Hikari shakes her head no.
Well, be glad you don't, because Azrael is 100 times worse.
Yeah.
He's rebellious, he's disobedient, but he's loyal to father. A real pain in the tail, if you get my drift.
Right.
rebellious yet loyal to your father. Huh. The man
Yeah.
sounds like The man sounds like a walking contradiction.
He's more of a teenager than a man.
So, what can we expect from him?
Well, for one thing, he's a warlock. A hexblade warlock.
Oh,
So,
do you know what
like,
his
And
search is?
Ozul says he seems to be like in a forest to the west, and he seems to have subordinates who are werewolves.
He's got the werewolves on his side. Oh, joy. I don't
Gwen
know how-
immediately.
Where
Gwen
are we?
immediate. Oh, sorry.
Anywho, continue.
Oh, Gwen immediately flashes back to Indra having issues with a fake werewolf back in the Halloween episode. We might need Indra for this.
So this one of your servants, the female one, comes up. And just a moment. I thought I had that note ready. Just a moment. My apologies on this.
Marco.
Polo.
Well,
Hello.
I'll hit
Anybody
that.
else miss that?
Anywho, so she comes in and she says, some attractive-looking redhead dropped this off for you. The messenger is clearly jealous of this redhead. And she hands him a message.
Believe me, dearie. I know what you're feeling. If not amplified.
Yes, Gwen gladly takes the letter. And
You
reads
take
it.
a look at the letter, and it mentions that she suspects that you are going after Azrael next, and there is an alternative route that avoids most of the hostiles, and they may not notice if you come in that way.
Thank you, sabotage.
thank you, insider information.
Thank goodness The twins' mother is like a demigod.
And also, thank goodness for planar binding.
Yep. Yeah, I'll give you that, Becca. That was really smart.
I mean, I figured we were gonna deal with fiends, so...
So best to lock him down.
Yep.
We will definitely need Indra for this. Azrael is a skilled swordsman with his blade. Indra and Bar are the fastest when it comes to dealing with swords.
Yes, unfortunately, all this armor does have a downside.
Not to mention, Azrael is a tricky little bastard. You should... He'll probably figure out one way or another to win a fight.
Hikari still looks uncomfortable with the fact that we're fighting Desmoda's family.
Does Desmona notice Hikari's disdain?
That is something for you two to decide. If you want to roll dice, that is fine.
I want to roll dice.
Hikari's pouty face.
Perception?
I suppose the better question is Hikari trying to hide it?
Oh, yes. That's actually probably the most important question here. Is she trying to hide it?
Yep. I'm gonna go against your
If
perception.
she's trying to hide it, I think it's a fair point to say that you don't notice. Because she is good at lying through her teeth. And performing.
Well, it has to be sort of a deception thing, so there you go.
My deception
She's perfectly fine.
Real quick, as they're talking, she does real quick go up to Arizel, and she taps his armor to get his attention real fast.
He hears the clanging of a tiny finger against the metal, and he turns around and looks at Hikari. Yes?
Ping, ping.
Little ding, ding, ding. I have a mind to go ding, 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 ding.
Nah.
Yeah, let's not.
Hikari reaches to her back real quick and takes out her vial of holy water she still had. And she goes, "Here, you use yours for me, and now I give you mine."
Are you certain you may need it?
She gives a small determined look and she goes, "I used yours, so I'm giving you one back in return. It's an equal trade."
Very well, then. He holds out his hand and takes it.
She looks satisfied with a little slight wag of her tail and then goes back over to stand by Kitai.
But, regardless, so, we are facing another one of Set's ilk, are we?
No.
A
I
warlock, you
honestly...
said.
Why
Yes.
must he haunt us from beyond the grave?
I honestly don't know what his relationship with Set is.
Well, as
And
far as
honestly,
we understand,
I don't want to know.
Well, as far as we understand, your Set was the subordinate of your father, which is where he got his magic from.
Yeah.
However, now the question is, where does your brother get his magic from?
Yeah, Hikari gives a determined look. She goes, "I do. We need to figure out why Set was using them or why they were using Set."
Hang on, I haven't gotten this far.
No.
You can just simply say that Desdemona doesn't know because she never cared much to learn about her brother.
I mean, makes sense, yeah. That because we are trying to figure this out, and even Desmona and her brother doesn't know because you're supposed to be dead, right?
Yeah.
Yep. So we'll figure it out together.
I don't know who his patron is, but
We can invent that later.
yeah,
No,
I know this is in character.
Okay.
But I don't know who his patron is. I never really cared for that stuff. All I know is that he's a cocky little bastard, but a dangerous cocky little bastard.
Hmm.
So,
And if Diane is truthful, then we should probably use this alternate route to get to Adriel.
I
Though
believe
if she's leading us on, I am going to turn her inside out with my bare hands.
Well, considering how convincing we were last, as hopeful as this perhaps is, I do not believe we will have much to worry about.
So where do you guys go?
Well, first up, let's probably do some shopping to get some resources.
Get some rest.
And get some rest, because, Gwen needs to get her things repaired, and I need to do a couple of things myself.
Yep.
I should probably see if there's any scrolls of sending to see if there's any way to get a message to Indra saying what's up.
Okay. Just a moment. You guys return to town. That is the wrong one. I meant this one.
Okay. Gwen has some errands she needs to run.
Yeah. Decima goes to Matilda's first. See if she has any scrolls of sending.
Let's see. It looks like she has a scroll sending.
How much is the scroll?
I don't recall offhand. We'll go with 200 for now.
Let's see. I imagine it's a 3rd level spell.
Yeah, it's a 3rd level cleric spell.
Cleric or wizard spell?
It's cleric. Well,
it could be either.
It's both cleric and wizard. Wizards can learn it, but clerics typically, are typically known for it.
But if it's a scroll, can't anyone use it?
Yeah.
In case of... Okay, I buy the scroll.
Okay.
Well, I mean, that's the idea anyway. Are we ruling that if it's a scroll spell, anyone can use it, Brain?
For now, yes. I will need to make a decision on that later.
Mm-hmm. There we go. So yeah, no worries, you can use it. So that's 200 gold. There you go.
Yep. Once I get the scroll, I make my way back on the street and I start my message.
Okay.
Why don't you switch with everyone while I work on that?
Okay. Gwen is gonna go try to find someone who knows how to fix magic items.
Okay. You go to the square and you see Dennis. Maybe he knows someone.
Hey,
Maybe
Dennis.
he is someone.
Hey, Dennis.
Hello. How are you doing today?
Could be better. You see, she holds up the 2 pieces of the staff of the python.
That looks unfortunate.
Yeah. It was an iron golem. It was pretty bad.
Yeah, that sounds like it. Yeah.
You wouldn't happen to know anyone who could fix this, do you?
I'd have to think. You'd have to get back to me some later time. By the way, could I possibly see how Ripper's Kindness is doing, or is it not with you at the moment?
She's...
Check on it. It's always with...
Sorry.
It's with Desdemona.
It's currently with Desdemona at the moment, and she's off doing her own errands.
Well, if he gets under this way at some point in time, that'd be great.
Alright then.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
In the meantime, I have one other slot for attunement that is currently open. What's your recommendations for magic items today?
He thinks for a bit. The DM would have to go look up a chart.
Okay. Something nice for a druid. Preferably.
Mm-hmm.
And I have 1,800 gold to spare.
7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17.
Okay.
So while you're checking up on that, we can go to everybody else, see what they're up to.
Okay. Just a moment.
Buddy!
Morning, cat.
Kitty! Kitty, run.
Dream, it's more likely one of our dogs.
Alright, well. Well, that's being taken care of, I guess some,
Well, I'm kind of curious about something.
Yeah.
Oh.
Hikari really wants to try out her gauntlets of vulgar power. She hasn't really had to try it on anything.
Oh boy.
And what
She's
are you
got-
going to do?
Yeah, Hikari looks a little bit like she's looking at her gauntlets and like flexing her hands like with a small pout, like she wants to try to use them. So she's thinking,
Hmm.
then she gets a little bit impatient and she runs out to try to see if she can find something to use it on.
Okay. You find a large rock.
In town or out town?
Probably out of town.
Aw, I was gonna believe it was in town. Alright, well, yeah, she just gets really curious, so she like rushes out and then tries to find the nearest boulder she can use it on while everybody's doing their own thing.
Okay.
So I guess she like finds a perfect boulder for a second and then she like takes a deep breath and then she gives a little like foxy smirk and she like flexes her hands to see if she can like make them work. It's like, let's see if these work. And she punches the rock. What are at the roll? A strength?
Yes.
Alrighty, let's see. Dang!
You punched the rock, and it feels like the rock punched you.
No, that's a 9. That's an average.
Oh, it is average? Okay.
Jen, are you?
But it still kind of hurts. Because you just punched a rock. What were you expecting?
Jen,
She's curious.
channel your inner Chris Redfield, Hikari.
Yeah.
Boulder.
Hikari kind of like, like she like punches it and she stays so for a second, and then it was when she like shakes a little like, and just go all the way through from her arm, through her body, to her tail, to her ears, and then she tries really hard to like not let any tears fall out, and she goes, "Ow."
Are you
Okay.
okay, Hikari?
She moves her hand over, so there's no damage to the rock at all.
There's like maybe a couple small hairline cracks.
She lightly waves her hand and she looks to Guitar. She goes, "Yeah, I'm fine. I cracked it a little. And then
Maybe you shouldn't do that.
But then she looks at Kitai with the small determined look and she goes, but I want to test these out. And then she looks back to the boulder again after shrugging it off before and she goes, and she gives a grin again. She goes, let's see if I can lift it.
Okay, make an athletics check.
Eh.
15? You managed to get it to budge.
Did I move it even a little bit?
It moves a little bit, yes.
Okay, so she kind of like flexes arms a little bit, and even though she's had like no experience lifting things, she just kind of gets in a stance and then starts to do this little and just budges it just a little bit. And then she blinks for a second, and then her eyes like light up, and she goes, "I moved it."
Woo! I did it!
Yep. She's like, "They work! I moved it."
Wow.
And she looks over to Kitai with like stars on her eyes. She goes, "See, they really do work. I couldn't lift that thing by myself." Your tail's like wagging like crazy just because she did that little thing.
Just try to be careful, okay?
She just gives a big old grin and she goes, "Of course. I'm not one to go right into the front. I just want to see these work." And she can't but go over and like poke his cheek with the gauntlets, just a little delicately with a small wink, with a playful grin. She goes, "Don't you worry."
Okay.
And then she gives another grin with like a little like almost evil laugh. She goes, "I want to test an arm wrestling match against Indra now."
Okay.
And then she gives a bit of a flex just because she moved that boulder, even if it's just a little bit. And she goes, "Let's go find Indra." And she rushes back into town.
So back in town, Desdemona, you got your response. Are you muted?
Nah, she isn't.
Okay, just double checking.
She's still away taking care of her dog.
Ah, right.
Well, what were you going to say, Andy?
Wouldn't Indra call using those cheating?
She was the one that suggested it, remember? Ikari kind of cries out with a big old grin, and she goes, "I'm just giving her what she wished for."
Oh. Well, I can't say she didn't ask for it then.
Yeah, let's test
So-
these on Arizal first.
So Dream, are you back?
She is not.
No,
Yeah, I thought I heard something on her headset.
it might be the background noise. She's trying to get to it.
Yeah. Anyways, that is my magic item.
Oh, right. I was looking things up.
Yeah. I know, multitasking.
Requires me to remember that I was multitasking.
Yeah. I know how you feel.
Yay, DMs. Well, I guess while we're waiting, Ikari goes to find Arizal with a big old grin on her face.
You find him just hanging around the town square.
Ikari perks up as she goes over running at Arizal. She goes, "Arizal, arm wrestle me! Now!"
Alright.
Yeah, she goes right up to him with their tail wagging excited. She goes, "I moved the boulder! I want to see if these work with an arm, make me stronger for an arm wrestling match."
Hello, Desdemona.
Oh,
I
I thought
you're
I
back.
muted this. Sorry about that. My dog
Anywho,
wanted to- my
you
dog
got
wanted
your
on-
response from Indra. To
Okay.
the next chat. I was saying while you're standing there, maybe Gwen comes to you, maybe?
Sure.
Yeah.
I have no idea what's going on, so
I moved
I'm
the
still
boulder.
currently
All
waiting
right.
on magic items.
Oh, yes. So Dennis says, well, there is this one. And he pulls out a staff. And, just a moment. Getting the magic item price table. Do.
Yeah, you say. What does it look like?
Do. Just a moment. I'm sorry.
Arm wrestle.
Yeah, do your arm wrestle.
Yep, well. Remind me what Hikari said again, sorry.
And Hikari looks in with her tail wagging and she goes, I moved the boulder. I want to see if I can arm wrestle you now. That way I can take on Indra next.
I would just want to say I don't think I've ever seen anybody be this proud of something so trivial since Soldier teleported bread.
Probably.
Hey, Hikari's never this strong. Leave her alone.
Well, Arizal puts down his bag of stuff and he says, well then, and he gives a flip. And he is, he's a bit charmed that she's this happy to try it. So with a small smile, he gives a a flex of his own arm. You realize it is pretty big, and his biceps are pretty big in comparison to yours. and he says, well, shall we?
Hikari does not look deterred. She looks determined. Child's determination. And she flexes the gauntlet a little bit, and she tries her best to look as serious as she can, but it just comes off as being childish still. And she gives him a smirk like, ready? And she grabs his hand.
Alright. They lock, and then, here we go. It's probably going to be contested athletics checks, so...
Yeah, she already rolled her 15.
You?
Alright.
Do I have to do a new one?
I'm gonna say he won.
Yep.
Unfortunately, your gauntlets were insufficient.
You were not prepared.
Nope. Okay, I don't know how to do properly arm wrestle, apparently. Even though I was so excited. Hikari just looks at her gauntlet and she goes, oh man. And she crosses her arms on her chest like, dang it.
Well, those gauntlets do give you quite a bit of strength. Don't feel, deterred.
And she just pauses, she goes, but I moved the boulder.
And that's impressive in and of itself. But, to be fair, there's a difference between a living creature that has trained most of his life to build up the strength he has and an inanimate object.
Anywho, so Gwen, Dennis pulls out this staff. He says, "This is the staff of the woodlands. It can only be wielded by druids. It's a magic quarterstaff. It grants a +2 bonus, and it has 10 charges and such. I'll give you the details if you decide to buy it, but it is about 7,000 gold pieces."
7,000. Oh dear. I don't have nearly as much money to buy that.
Yeah, and there's a reason for that. It's a rare item, and it gives you a +2 to your spell attacks.
Yeah.
Plus, it gives you access to all these other spells.
Yeah, I only have 1,800 gold and 31 platinum.
Okay, so maybe later.
Yeah, definitely later. Keep it on hold for me, would you?
Very well.
As soon as I make more money, I'll come back for that.
Okay.
Alright. Still looking for someone who knows how to fix magic items, though.
Okay. You don't really find anyone. You do find Desdemona while you're walking around, though.
Yep. Hey, Desdemona. Any luck?
Greetings, one. I've managed to contact Indra. She says she'll meet us on the road.
Alright then. Wish I had better luck on my end, but so far I haven't found anyone who knows how to fix magic items.
You tried Matilda's?
Tilda's? Isn't it just a general store?
It is, but sometimes she has the occasional magic item. For instance, the sending scroll that I just used to contact Indra.
Yeah, but does she know how to fix magic items?
Oh, fix! I thought you were gonna buy a new magic item.
Oh no.
Then,
I have my
no,
sights
you're-
set on something else.
No, you're gonna have to. There's probably a magic shop around here somewhere that can do that. Problem is finding one for a good price.
Yeah. Well, in the meantime, I'll hold on to these.
I assume that's the jelly staff.
Yeah, it's jelly staff.
Desdemona grabs the 2 sticks and puts them in her bag of holding.
Hey! I have my own bag of holding, you know.
Then why are you giving them to me?
I'm not giving them to you. I wasn't. You misinterpreted.
I think she was just showing.
Yeah, I was just showing them.
Alright, scratch that. Well, you best hold on to that until we find someone who can repair a magic item.
Yep.
Or save up your gold. Worst case scenario, you'll have to ask my brother for a loan.
Yeah.
But that means you'll have to work it off.
I mean, I'm fine with working on community service and all of that, but... I think I can wait.
Very well. Just be mindful of what you spend then.
Right. Gonna save my
Although-
gold from now on.
Although, how much money does everyone else have?
Goodness, I've got so much loose change.
I got two.
I've got, well, to round it generously, I've got at least 2,400 gold.
I got 3,793 plus 31 platinum.
How much is platinum compared to gold?
It's
about-
worth much more.
About 10 platinum is 100 gold.
I have like 300 in terms of platinum for gold.
So that means I have 4,000 gold pieces if you put it in gold.
And I have just over 2,000.
I have 4,000 gold. Over 4,000.
And did you find anyone at all that can fix your staff?
Nope. Not even Dennis knew.
Aww.
Well, you can look for a store that does magic item repair.
Yeah.
It's somewhere in the market district.
Maybe I haven't checked hard enough. I'll
Well,
keep looking then.
well, be careful. It's a big city. And be mindful of strangers.
Right. I can take care of myself. It's fine.
You remember what Dennis asked you to do?
What did he ask me to do again? I'm bad. I'm bad at remembering things.
Desdemona and Ripper's kindness.
Oh yeah, that's right. Hey, before I forget, Desdemona, Dennis wanted to see you about Ripper's kindness.
You could see a question mark appear on Desdemona's forehead.
I'm sure he just
Really?
wanted to check up on it.
Okay. I'll go do that then.
Alright. I'll see you later then. We're both going in the same direction anyway.
Okay.
See you later, she says, as they both walk off in the same direction.
Yeah,
Upward
pretty much.
stairs.
Yeah,
Awkward
I've had that.
stairs.
I've had that issue in real life.
Yeah. Anyway.
But yeah, I think... as for what Arizel's doing, he's just kind of getting his hand crossbow refunded.
Okay.
Which, a hand crossbow, I think, is only like 5 gold anyway. He's keeping the silver crossbow bolts because he reckons that might come in handy for someone like Hikari. So, yeah, he's just going to trade it in.
Okay.
I've also
You
heard
get
rumors.
2 gold pieces for it.
I've also heard rumors that silvered crossbow bolts could kill certain fiends.
So Dennis sees this come up and he says, "Hello. So can I take a look at Ripper's kindness real quick?"
Yes, Gwen said he wanted to see this. She holds up Ripper's kindness.
He takes it from you and takes a look at it. He says, "Interesting. It seems to be performing its intended function admirably. Of note, however, you have a number of unprocessed Bodak souls and soul fragments. If you get those processed, then you would have freed at least 50 souls since I gave it to you. Something interesting might happen now."
You never
then
gave
he-
it. You never
Or loaned
gave
it to
this to me. You never loaned it to me. This was given to me by my tabaxi friend.
Oh. I remember giving it to one of your party members, and he might have given it to you.
Yeah, the cat person.
Yes.
Yes, he gave it to me when he had to leave.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, Tranquil Hide.
So if you process those souls, pending souls in the sword, something interesting might happen.
That's the thing. I thought this thing processes these souls on its own.
It usually does, but in the case of the Bodax and the soul fragments, it needs additional power from someone else.
Oh boy. How much power?
I'm pretty sure it would have told you about it already.
Oh, it's been a while, so...
Out of character, yes, he did let you know it was like... Let's see...
Oh yeah, some of my life force?
Yes. Your maximum hit points is reduced by a certain amount until your next extended rest. As a donation.
Hmm. Then I better take care of that.
And the sword also said that you don't have to be you don't have to be attuned to the sword to donate.
So, in other words, it can be another party member.
Mm-hmm. Or multiple party members.
Well, I better head to the inn then. Chances
Okay.
are if you see my party members pass by, can you let them know that I'll be at the Handsome Magpie Inn?
Sure.
Meanwhile, Gwen is still searching around fruitlessly.
Out of character, it's funny that Dennis is staying at the inn when she has her own room at the castle.
Yeah.
I mean, change of scenery, you know?
Just
True.
an understanding. Okay, yeah, that is kind of funny.
Besides, we're kind of staying there for free anyway, so, you know.
Mhm. So you all going to the inn then?
Yeah, Arizel's done his thing.
Gwen is still searching at the square looking for a magic item smith.
Unfortunately, you don't find any. Probably because I don't have any prepared.
Okay.
You should have them prepared.
But then again, did Dream say that, or does this is
Desmond?
technically yes? Okay, my thought jumbled. Sorry. Does Desmond? You can ask Desmond to see if she might know somebody there, because you never know if there's one in the city or not.
True.
Okay, I missed that. What?
I'll handle the someone being able to repair it later.
In
Yeah.
the meantime, Gwen is
Okay.
currently at the table with her head in her.
You can just have Desmond to say that there's not one in this city, so I just have to go somewhere else.
Yeah, I'll look somewhere else. Gwen
We'll
is
take care of it.
currently has her head on the
There's
table.
only. Problem is, there's only one city in the Helllands, and that's Haven.
Mm.
Alright, well, we'll take care of it later. Arizel sees Gwen sulking and he says, "Are you alright?"
There's no magic item smith in this entire city.
This is for the staff, correct?
Yes.
Well, don't be discouraged. We'll find someone to fix it eventually.
Hmm.
Oh, Lisa.
She's still sulking. She misses her giant snake.
He puts a
Aw.
hand on her shoulder. Would you like some company for the evening?
That would be appreciated, thank you.
He sits down next to her and just, spends time with her.
Okay.
In the meantime, Desmond goes up to her room and pulls out Ripper's Kindness.
Okay.
Alright. How much of my life force does it need to process all those solar?
It replies and says, for all of them, it thinks for a moment. The fragmented souls shouldn't be that hard. You can only donate. Let's see, your current level is 9, so you can only donate 18 hit points at the moment. But others can help. And to process the one Bodak is about 36% fixed, and then the rest need lots of fixing, and it's 1 hit point per percent.
So what's the total?
The 10 fragmented souls will probably be 10 hit points. You could cover that yourself. And then you and your friends would have to work on the Bodaks.
And how much are the Bodaks?
100 each. One of them has 36 done.
Yeah,
And
I
then
don't
six of
think. I don't think there's enough of that. I don't think there's enough for all those Bodaks.
Okay, can this be done in installments?
Yes. This can be done in installments.
Okay, so
It does
You know,
not all
I-
have to be at once.
You're not there, Arizel.
no, I'm asking out of character because
Oh.
if this is going to be massive, it's like, okay, we can kind of all like gather around and give like bits and pieces and just do this until it's done. But you're saying like it's okay. Like, can we have actual like prices, quote unquote? Like, how many hit points is this going to cost us?
Yeah.
I would have to run calculations.
Math.
Like
But it would require more than 1 day's worth of donating. And
Which-
you can do this in small pieces.
Well,
If that makes sense.
Well, seeing as it's apparently very close to something special happening, then I suppose we can just kind of. Okay, that's
Small number.
yeah.
But keep in mind that the 10 fragmented souls are like just that 10, and that 36 is partially processed Brodak. And
Okay.
I might review the costs later.
Well, well, are we? Well, I guess I should ask. Dream, are you happy with saying that we take a couple of days to get this done?
Well, I have to ask the party first if you'll let me.
Okay, sorry.
Hmm.
You could actually
So-
probably do it while you're on the go, if you are
So,
willing to do it.
well, I probably want to be on a bed when we do this, because I'm pretty sure we'll pass out when this is over.
You can only donate
Well, you know what I mean.
18 per day. And
Anyway.
it's just a little bit.
Anyway, Desdemona walks down the stairs and motions her companions around the table. So I got some news. Now, where are Hikari and Kitai?
Yeah, they're outside.
Oops, sorry about that.
Oop, sorry. Well. There you go. Sorry. I didn't just zoom up too much. So Yukari kind of like runs in and she has like a big old grin on her face like she wants to say something, but then she kind of sees there's something. Everybody seems serious, so she just like, what's going on?
Desdemona places Ripper's kindness on the table. Turns out I have a backup on build up on unprocessed souls, and in order to take care of them, I need to extend a bit of my life force.
Ripper kind of takes a moment to say, this life force will be regenerated by your person, by the way. It's not a permanent domination.
In other words, it will be restored after a long rest.
Yes, your body will be able to replenish what you have lost.
Mm-hmm.
Can you Desmond explains them about the different prices, let's call them, and that the Bodax are going to take multiple installments to get them paid off.
Yeah.
He just looks to the sword. Arizal just looks to the sword and he says, "And you can't process these souls on your own. Why?"
Have you tried to... Let's say you took an apple and you sliced it into a bajillion pieces. Have you tried reassembling the apple from the pieces?
It would be very difficult and probably a futile effort.
Yes, that's basically what I'm doing, and that's why I need assistance.
And it has to be our life force. Are you sure you're not necrotic weapon?
I am certain.
Desmond looks to the party. So,
If it makes you feel any better, you might be able to just take care of the 10 partial souls and then put in some for the Bodak, and then maybe stuff might get handled later.
I may have to
Maybe you'll
use,
encounter something else that I can reap the soul of.
I may have to do that. The 10 souls and part of the Bodak.
Yeah.
There's more. It says I can have help with this. Meaning if you donate some of your life force, those souls can be processed faster. I'm not going to ask you to do this against your will. I'm just telling you
Well-
what I know.
Yeah.
Very well then. You know that. All right. Arizal says, "Very well then. You know, I'm more than happy to assist you in any way."
Okay.
You see a red tint on Desdemona's face.
Yukari looks a little concerned about that. She goes, "Are you sure that's a good idea?"
Dennis informed me that something interesting will happen once these souls are processed.
Yeah.
She gives a small little frown thinking about the winter. She goes, "Are you sure he's not lying?"
I am
He is
wondering about that, but he's yet to steer us wrong.
And if he is, well then, I suppose we will just have to have a few words with him.
If we can find that weasel.
He's always around.
Speaking of which, do you happen to have any pictures of your family members?
Yes, there are portraits in the castle, but we usually keep them in the attic.
Because I want to try something just maybe a little risky. I want to try and scry on them.
Well, that is risky. Especially if you are go up against Lysander. He's visited me in my dreams again.
I mean, it's worth a shot.
Were you
Very well.
he did that?
Pardon?
Yeah, yes, I've managed to take care of Lysander's machinations before.
Actually, quick question for you, Becca.
Yep.
Do you have the material needed for that scrying?
For scrying, all I need is the crystal ball, and I bought that earlier.
The 1,000 gold crystal ball?
Yeah, it doesn't consume it. It's fine.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure of that.
It's just a one-time purchase, and that's it.
Alright. Anyway, Arizal
So
said...
should I just assume that everyone donates 1 dose of HP, and then that's probably what you do for now?
What's the maximum amount?
Twice your level, which is 18 at the moment.
So,
Like everyone, or just...
so,
Everyone who wishes to.
so everyone who wishes to can only donate 18 hit points, and that's
Per
it?
day.
Alright, well,
Correct.
you can assume Arizal does that, yes.
As
Okay.
does Desdemona.
Yukari doesn't look too sure. She looks to Kitai like, what do you think?
You don't have to do this.
Okay, good, because I don't want to.
He did say that anybody who did it would get it back overnight.
And Ba will do it too.
Okay.
Okay, if Bar's doing it, I might as well share the suffering.
Okay.
The big no on having Lether donate.
Yeah, big no.
Okay.
Yukari pouts and she goes, well, if Kitai does it, I will do it too.
So, is that actually everyone?
Well, there's still Kitai.
I'll do it.
Okay, so that's 1, 2. Okay.
Seriously, we really gotta get a system going with this.
Yes, sorry about that. On the first donation, Ripper's Kindness says that he announces that he has finished fixing the souls of, and then he lists the souls that you thought got consumed by that one fiend.
Oh, the Devourer.
Or the Bone Claw?
The Devourer.
Okay.
In that one cottage on the island. Where he fought that one guy
I
who
managed
almost
to,
killed Indra.
I managed to rip them from it when you killed it.
Mm-hmm.
And then, let's see, so that's... And then... Okay. That's another one. And that was at that percentage. And there's this one.
Marco.
Hello.
Hello. Ripper's Kindness says, okay, there's only you are only 1 soul away. You could probably get that just by traveling.
Alright then.
Ripper's kind of takes a moment to say, I don't consume souls, I free them. In case there was any confusion.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yukari
we're
gets
aware.
Yukari gives the pot. She goes, well, you're consuming our health right now, so... Or you're consuming our life force right now, so that's...
No.
Doesn't really give you a very good image, does it?
Yeah, I'm
Well,
using
there
your
is
life
a good
force to
side
fix
and a
that.
bad side to necromancy, you know. Even I know a bit of necromancy myself.
Alright. Well, with that done, shall we all have a long rest and then head up to Grigorov Castle to see if we can't scry on this guy?
Okay.
Yep.
Sure. So you all have an extended rest. And you go to the castle.
So your health comes back up
That's
thanks
the
to the
wrong
long
one.
rest.
What?
Let's drop you in the right room, shall we?
Hey, looking for portrait, personal possessions, anything of the like.
You do find portraits of all of them.
Can you show them, Bray?
Let's see. I
Chapter
actually
6.
have not prepared the portraits of all of them.
Do you need me to send them again?
I
Well,
have them, but I haven't assigned them to their character sheets yet.
Oh,
well, anyways.
I do,
So-
however, have the one for the next person. So
Azrael.
we shall do this. Make it visible to everyone. And be like, show to players.
You can see by the piercings he's a punk.
Yeah, he looks like a punk. Does he have any personal possessions here in the castle?
Not that you can find readily.
Any garments he might have worn?
I may have to ask Ozul what he did with their things.
Alright then. Because that would definitely help. I would also ask for, like, a piece of hair that he might have had, but that's probably not
If we're
going
lucky,
to happen.
if we're lucky, we'll have an earring of his.
Investigation checks!
So Desdemona goes and asks Ozul, what did you do with our relatives' possessions?
I thought they were dead, so we mostly got rid of them.
Oh.
Is there anything you kept aside from their portraits? Like, say, an earring or some of clothing from Azrael?
Not that I can think of offhand.
That's going to make this harder then.
Sorry, Gwen.
Mm.
It's been 200 years.
So, when I use scrying on Azrael, he's going to have a +3 to his wisdom saving throw.
Okay. What is the DC?
The DC is 16.
Is
Hold on.
16?
Can I inspire her to?
That's you can't do that with DCs, unfortunately.
No, not
However,
with-
you do notice, you do look into the ball, and you see the punky teenager.
oh,
Thinks
I see
he's
him.
talking to werewolves.
Mm.
You seem to hear a discussion about those meddlesome adventures and to be ready for them.
Do I know the exact location?
Unfortunately, no.
It's dark in there. God dang it.
It appears to be inside a building.
Hmm.
Did you see anything, Gwen?
Yeah, he's expecting us. He also has a whole bunch of werewolves.
Oh, fun.
Yep.
Well, I knew he was expecting us, but the werewolves, not so much.
Mm. Well, once we get out onto the field, I can maybe try to scout out any buildings that might still be out there that we can check.
Well, Ozul gives you a approximate location of where he last knows where Azrael set up. So you could try heading there, and then you have the hint that has the alternative route.
Yep. Just sneak on in and surprise him.
Oh yes, Gwen, you have that spell that allows us to be more stealthy, yes?
Yes, I do.
Alright, very well then. We'll keep... I suppose we shall head out then.
Okay?
Meet Indra
You
along the
shall
way.
head out.
And meet Indra along the way and fill her in on what's going on. Preferably.
Dang, I want an arm wrestler.
Okay.
Is that not coming up yet?
Just a moment. The person has been notified.
Alright then.
When we come back, I'm going to ask for stuff to buy. Maybe.
Yeah. Judging by Azrael's portrait, he must have a lot of gold on him.
Go ahead
yes.
and RP while we wait for... Oh! There he is.
Hello.
He's here. She's here.
Hey.
He's not in voice chat yet.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
But anyway.
Okay. So you guys are traveling along the road.
I kind of wanted to buy some smoke bombs. Or see where I could buy some smoke bombs before we left. I forgot. Oh.
You guys are traveling along. Just a moment. I need to change the music real quick. For no specific reason. As you guys travel east to your destination on the road, you see 3 specters, and 2 rocks chasing a certain drow.
Oh no.
Roll initiative.
What?
Yeah, here we go again.
You know, Indra, when I asked to meet up, I didn't expect you to bring company.
Oh, it is Indra.
She can never be stealthy.
Wow. Tally got a natural 20 on initiative.
Also, the abnormal weather seems to be clearing up, so it's still kind of dim outside.
Mm-hmm.
Hey.
Hey, Wood.
Oh crap, oh crap, oh crap, oh crap, oh crap! I where Indra is running out.
What did you do?
Okay.
Now, if you look closely, you may notice the multiple undead that are chasing after me.
Yep, we can see.
What
Well,
did you
I
do?
can't see anything. It's still in the throne room on my end.
Let's see, so... And then...
Hey, there's so many undead.
Yeah, you'll also notice that Indra looks a bit beat up and is running away from the undead as fast as she can.
That's not
Did
good.
you?
And she runs right past you. Hi guys, bye guys.
Huh?
It's the world's turn. That's how you give it your shot. Katai, it's your turn.
Okay, are the enemies I'm seeing on screen right now all there is? Like those 6?
Okay, hold
yes.
on. I guess I need to roll initiative.
Yes. I'm going to let you know that the 2 floating rocks are in between the specters.
So right here and right here?
Oh
Yep.
my god. I rolled
wow.
back.
Okay,
Yay.
perfect.
Remember, you have advantage.
I know. That's automatically factored in.
Gwen,
Yes?
we may need.
Yep.
Anyway.
Okay. Automatically roll for advantage.
Okay, I'm going to cast Wall of Fire, in the shape of a trapezoid right on top of all of them.
Okay.
Make a big old wall.
Wrong character. All right. And fire in the hole.
Wow, 25.
That's if they fail. Oh, and I didn't mantle up, so it's just 20. It's just 21.
21.
Okay, so they all get to make dex saves. Correction, they all have the privilege of making dex saves. Let's see, so you get to dex save.
Fail, 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 fail.
You get a dex save.
Fail, 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 fail. Fail chant. Do the fail chant. Fail, 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 fail.
And you get a dex save.
Whammies, whammies, whammies. No big money, no big money. Whammies, whammies.
Okay. It looks like you have hit the rocks more than the others.
Yeah, okay.
In layman's terms, the rocks are the only ones that failed.
Yep. So let's see. So that would be...
From punching boulders to burning rocks. What is it with us and rocks?
Well, I have a better idea. And I would like Hikari to help heal with Indra while I do something.
Oh, that was one of my plans I was gonna do.
Okay, Hikari's turn.
My turn. So, quick bonus action to heal Indra, since I see she's really beat up. With the thing in mind that I still want to arm wrestle her later. So there. And then I want to take a shot with my explosive bolts at the middle werewolf? That's what it is, right?
Right. These are
Right.
So yeah.
Unfortunately, that was the only undead that was fast enough to keep up with Indra.
Okay, well, exploding bolts. Give it a shot. Mew.
You hit!
Yay! Ooh.
Good damage.
Yeah.
Okay, and they get to make... They have the privilege of making dex saves. Dex save. They failed!
Yay! Fail check
They
work.
get exploded.
Fire, fire, fire. Kill the fire.
Spar's turn.
Alright, give me a minute.
There's a wall of fire in the way.
Oh yes, you all draw the wall of fire. Andy, you want to draw your wall of fire?
Oh, right.
Alright, so let's see here. Just need to make sure of this.
You can use the freehand to you can actually draw on the map.
I got it.
Thank you, Becca.
Mm-hmm. Can go to 40 if he goes there. It's a 60-foot cone from the south, so
Marco.
alright.
Hello.
So what Ba is going to do is he's going to move up here, and he'll pull out a piece of ammunition and cast
Conjure Barrage.
Conjure Barrage. And that is it's a fiddly thing, just give me a minute. It's about somewhere like that, I think. Because it's a 60-foot cone.
Oh yeah. Okay, what's the DC for the save?
Hang on.
Or is it an attack roll?
It's actually back here. Anyway, I'll just get rid of that. It is actually a. Sorry, I'm juggling two sheets here. Sorry, I'm very sorry about this. It is a dex save, and it is DC 15.
Okay. Okay, so you managed to hit all of them.
All right,
Some
and
of
that's
them less so. Go ahead and roll
that's,
damage.
why is it not set up here? All right. Well, it's 3d8. Fucking turn order. Yep, on favorite enemy, yeah.
Okay, so that is...
Oh yeah, it is right there. Sorry, I didn't see it. But yeah, that'll be his turn.
Okay. Okay. So, the rocks just fall to the ground.
Eh.
Now for the other important question. Unfortunately not. Okay. You might want to get closer. It is Lethra's turn.
I don't know what Letha's going to do. I'm just gonna have her make a perception check.
Okay.
Find any other dangers that are unseen.
Okay. She doesn't seem to find any.
Okay. That'll be your turn.
Now it's Gwen's turn.
And now it's my turn. I am going to use 2 bombs of the Summer Court on Indra. You get 7 HP back. And let's see here. It's 120 feet. Oh yeah, I can totally reach that. I'm going to cast Tidal Wave on these 3 wraiths in front of me here.
Okay.
They all need to make dexterity saving throws.
So it just hits the race, is that it?
Yeah, it only hits the wraiths.
Okay. Well, you managed to hit the race, and unfortunately they are immune to being prone.
Yeah. That's
Well,
fine.
the damage is more important.
Yeah, the damage is more important. Yeah, I'm just gonna stay over here. Lethra is currently on the shoulder.
Okay.
I'm good here.
Okay, Desdemona.
Desdemona is gonna move up ahead and she is going to cast Shatter.
Okay.
Oh,
You are going to shatter things.
yep, I'm gonna shatter the wraiths.
Pretty much destroy their eardrum.
Ignore the fire damage. I forgot to turn off Green Flame Blade.
Okay. Let's see, that's a con and a con. They all fail. So that is
10 damage total.
okay. And that's your turn?
Yes.
Okay.
And now they all have to make dex saves because of the wall of fire.
Oh, yes. Does someone want to roll for the wall of fire?
That would be Kitai.
Oh, right. There.
Okay, so that is...
That's a lot of damage.
It's just the 27.
I know, but still. Calculations.
Okay. You managed to dispatch one of them. And just don't know, when this happens, you happen to notice that the British kindness seems to start shining more brightly.
Hmm.
Okay, do I need sunglasses for this?
Nope.
No. Nah.
This specter...
It has to go through the wall of fire to get to her.
So, just a moment.
Which means he has
Get
to make
about here.
another dex save.
Uncanny dodge!
Actually, wait, no. It has enough distance. It makes an
Uncanny
attempt to attack you.
Uncanny dodge.
Okay.
You don't know if it hit you yet.
It did. And so you only take 4... Actually... You take 4 because uncanny, but you're resistant, so you only take 2 necrotic damage.
Okay.
You also get to make a con save.
Uh-oh.
Oh no.
You pass.
You're fine.
Right. It's not the object I want to move. I want to move this one. This one's going to come up to a certain lizard.
Uh-oh.
Alright.
And that hits.
Is it over a 19?
It is over a 19.
Alright. Well, it hits. What happens?
The raw is 14 necrotic, and he gets to make a con save.
Alright, minus 14. Oh, not too bad. And con save.
Mm-hmm. You pass. For reference, the specter looks like it's having a terrible day.
Which spectre?
Actually, both of them are, but the one in front of Bar looks like its day is worse.
Alright.
The race! Now you get to make dex saves.
Roll again.
They all failed. Are we going to use the previous damage roll, or do you want a new one?
Kitai?
Do you want to use the previous damage roll, or do you want to roll a new one?
I'll stick with the previous one.
Okay. So that is...
Yeah, it's a pretty darn good roll.
You managed to take out a wraith. The one on the
Nice.
top seems to be having a bad day. This one goes up to alongside a certain lizard
Uh-oh.
and makes an attack.
Alright.
You said 19?
His AC is 19, yes.
Okay, so that's a miss. The next one is going to come over here and also attack, and that's a miss.
Mm-hmm.
Indra, it's your turn.
Hey guys. Indra falls.
Oh dear.
Hello, Indra.
What
Like, he just
happened?
Slaps on the ground.
Oh dear. Okay, we'll take care of that later.
Yeah, like I wouldn't have been that. I'm out of rages anyway, so I wouldn't have been a ton of use to you.
He's exhausted. She's exhausted.
But yeah, Arizal just says to Indra, you relax for a moment. We have this.
That is something you never expect. Indra's usually
Arizal,
the
it's
one
your turn.
Indra's
Alright.
usually the one that says, "I have this."
Alright, well, full movement this way.
Mm-hmm.
You're both in my... Everyone's in my aura of protection, so you know no shit's gonna go down.
And the aura of warding. Don't forget that.
And aura of warding, yep. Pretty much the only good thing about ancient clerics. Sorry, ancient paladins.
Yeah,
I'm
but that's
attacking-
a very big good thing.
True enough, especially with barbarians. But yeah, I'm attacking this one first, and of course it's
Okay.
going to be. Actually, hold up. I'm gonna do something stupid. I'm going to use my bonus action to wreathe it in a Wrathful Smite.
Okay.
Oh, hey, Lala.
Hey, Lala.
Hello.
Lala!
Let's see. Spectre gets to make a
And-
whiz save.
And,
Which
well,
failed.
along with my attack. Hold on.
I came as soon as I could.
It's no trouble.
It's okay.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah, no
Yeah,
worries.
it's perfectly fine.
Yeah, it was nothing. Duh. I'm trying to think of the correct phrase, but I can't think of it. You totally got it, though.
Nice.
I was handling buff for you while you were away.
Gotcha. I'm gonna be a little quiet. I got like 50 messages to check.
Yeah,
Because I haven't been online today. I've been without internet all day and I need my fix.
No worries.
I really need it, guys.
Yeah.
I need it.
Lala,
No
you're
worries.
addicted.
Well,
You're
in an
addicted.
update,
I can quit
Indra-
any time. I choose not to.
Well,
Bad.
in any case,
Fair.
Indra has returned, and she's been running away from these undead all night. So once she found them, she just fell asleep there and then.
Yeah.
Alright, well, that was my first attack. Second attack. Here we come. Hang on. On me.
Bless you.
Lightbringer. Wrathful
Oh.
Smite.
Okay.
And
That
you know what?
is-
I'm adding a first level Divine Smite on top of that too.
Okay.
So yeah, where's
Can you
where's-
rifle smite twice?
Wrathful Smite is different from Divine Smite.
Okay.
Wrathful Smite's like a status effect I apply to my weapon. Divine Smite is literally just, I'm adding more damage.
So yeah, you dispatch that one too.
Destroyed.
Destroy.
And that's my turn.
Okay. All of those are gone. It's the world's turn. Nothing good just happened. It's Katai's turn.
Your wall of fire is no longer effective.
That's fine. Doesn't look like.
It did its job.
Um. It's just the two left.
Yep, just those two.
Which one looks the most hurt?
The Spectre.
Yeah, the one that's currently to the left of Bar.
Okay,
The one. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
I'm gonna use magic missile. Fire one at the specter and the other two at the wraith.
Okay. Make your rolls.
4, a 3, and a 4.
Let's see. That's 7. Okay. So there's just this wraith.
It also takes the 2 remaining magic missiles.
Yep, which it did take. Hikari, it's your turn.
Oh,
Start. I'm here. Okie dokie. Who's left? Just this one, right?
Yep,
Just
just
the
that
wraith.
one.
Okie dokie. Well, seems like the other people got it. So for the moment, is there anything I can do to help Indra besides just heal them?
I'm sure she's fine, I got it.
Okay, he just kind of looks on her and like pokes her cheek, like, "All right, if you're sure." And then I'm going to mock the only wraith that's left.
Such mockery. Much wow.
Wait, what do you say to them?
You're by yourself. You're gonna die.
Such mockery. Much wow.
Oh,
That face.
that's one of those dark burns. That's a good one.
Very intimidated.
Basically, yeah, by a little fox child that just basically just gave him like a dead, with the face of displeasure. Like, yeah, you're gonna die
It's
Again.
Bar's turn.
again. Second death.
All right. I can take it
Yes,
from here.
take mine right now. I'm still getting sorted.
Okay.
No worries. No worries, mate. I got this for you. Here we go. Now, here we go. 2 Pontus attacks.
Mm-hmm.
1. And 2.
Both of those hit. And they deal, let's see,
14 plus 13 would be 27?
you have dispatched the wraith.
Bar has dispatched the wraith.
You have successfully saved your friend who got themselves into
What a pickle.
yes.
Now, with that out of the way, Arizel puts his mace back, and of course,
Gwen
first,
is already on the scene healing Indra with a healing spirit.
yeah, he of course first check on Desdemona, making sure she's all right.
I'm fine. Just a little scratch. Though, she then holds up Ripper's kindness. This glowed.
Seems as though these lost souls were a bit of a feast for it.
Remember when it mentioned something about needing one more soul?
Well,
Bar then speaks up, and he's been, I'm guessing, silent this entire session, like he's been his usual quiet self. And then he just speaks up and says, "I'm now hungry."
Right. Right.
How far are we
Eric-
from Haven?
A little bit. Go ahead and play the item get noise. And it's actually, the usual.
You got the thing.
Lurper's kindness now deals 4d6 radiant damage instead of 2.
Dang.
Dang. Anyways, Indra gets 35 health back after a minute.
That puts me over the top.
Okay.
Oh, you're all good.
But she's currently unconscious and very exhausted.
Well,
yeah.
we have two options. We can take her back to Haven, or we can make camp here and go hunting to feed the lizard.
Well, Bar did say he was hungry. Perhaps we shall make camp for the night and go hunting.
Okay. All she needs now is some rest.
But yeah, before that, Erzil does kind of wander over here, and Indra's out cold, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
He is literally just asleep.
Yeah.
Desmona gets an idea and looks to Hickory.
Wait.
Hickory, this is a rare opportunity.
You know what to do. I'm not gonna stop you.
Hikari kind of looks confused for a second, like, huh? Like, she doesn't quite get it just yet.
You usually do
Revenge.
this with drunk people, but
Her ears
Perhaps.
immediately perk up. And then she gets the idea and she gives a big grin. She goes,
The return.
she's not drunk and passed out, but she's still passed out. So Hikari just gives like a big old foxy grin on her face and she pulls out her pen.
Erzil just sighs and he says, "It's good to have you back, Indra."
This is her punishment for growing up by herself and getting chased by a bunch of race. Accept it, even though she knows she's not awake. She just happily grinning, like just scratching on her face. This time she makes it like she's wearing a bunch of like makeup on. Like she puts her eyelids dark, she covers her lips all in black, and she puts a big old round circles on her cheek like she's wearing blush. And then she puts like dots around her eyes, like that she has like multiple moles. And then she darkens her eyebrows, make them look extra thick.
Desmona is enjoying the entire show.
Here's the thing: Indra's eyebrows and her hair are naturally white, so you just made them totally not match her hair.
Yep.
Do not forget the beards.
And for fun, she puts a little heart on the corner of her cheek. There, now she's all pretty.
That is not a beard.
Hikari looks to Bar with like sparkles in her eyes, and then she grins and she just scribbles big old beard on her face next.
And how about one of those Desmona grins? And how about one of those curly mustaches?
Okay, you kids have fun. I'm gonna go over here and commune with nature.
I do not understand. Do male drown not grow beards?
She's a woman.
No, she's a man. She fights.
You saying girls can't fight?
Yeah.
Now Hikari kind of gives Bar a threatening look with the pen in her hand, like, watch it.
Erzil sighs and he says, "Ba, shall we go and hunt for some food?"
Are you gonna eat that?
She
Is she?
isn't.
I can help you look for food. I can commune with nature.
Bob then glances to all of you, and then his expression frowns, and he sort of tilts his head as he says, It appears this joking thing is a bit harder than it looks.
Oh, that was a joke.
It's kind of hard to tell.
Yes, that
apologies.
entire thing was Bar's attempt at a joke.
It was
So,
so
yeah.
flat.
But yeah, Erzil, clears his throat and he says, "Apologies, that joke seemed to have went over my head."
I was joking about Indra being a male because she fights and she is very competent at it.
Oh, I thought you were
And in our
talking about.
society- And in our society, that is not considered. Women are mostly considered for breeding purposes, and that was the joke. And then I said I would eat that if Hickory did not want to eat it, or we went hunting.
I thought
I
you eating
get you.
Indra was the joke part.
I would not eat Indra.
She probably wouldn't taste bad. she probably wouldn't taste good either.
He glances to Andrew and then he says, I have not looked at to find out.
No.
Anyways, Aerosol like looks over his shoulder. How is that coming along, Gwen?
8 minutes.
Well,
Hikari just had put her pen away and she's like kneeling by Indra with her tail wagging with a big old satisfied grin on her face. And then she looks over to Guitar and she goes, you think she's gonna like it?
I think she's gonna get really mad.
Yep.
Indra? Difficult to see her getting entirely angry. She may seek revenge, but...
Andrew would have laughed.
Yeah, Hikari just grinned and she goes, well, at least it'll give, if she is mad, I'll give her a reason to arm wrestle me.
True enough. Well, regardless, he picks her up by the legs, shall we?
Just drag him to the side.
Just dragging her from her back. All the dirt and leaves and rocks just all over.
Yeah. Yeah, I imagine 10 minutes eventually pass and I see all the animals, all the trees, everything. Within 300 feet. Or 3 miles.
Desmona starts the campfire before she goes hunting.
You successfully hunt because Gwen told you where everything is.
I made 2 kills. 1 for the meat, 1 for the blood.
Yeah.
I'm
Still
pretty
never
sure.
gonna get used to that.
Well, I'm pretty sure that meat doesn't taste good if there's no blood in it.
Eh.
Although I could feed it to Bar and see what he thinks of it.
Anyways. Do I notice any buildings along the way?
Let's see, within 3 miles, you think you can see the pass that the certain redhead was talking about.
Okay, I know where we have to go next.
And this is the route to bypass the werewolves?
Yes, because I don't want to have to deal with lycanthrope.
That is a good idea. Stinking dogs.
When I say lycanthropes, it's not necessarily wolves.
So
it can be any animal.
Lisa gives you this sad expression when you say stinking dogs.
So does Hikari. She pouts.
You lot are not dogs. You're special.
Foxes. Totally different from dogs.
Yes.
They are canines, technically speaking, so. Foxes are still canines.
Foxes are vulpine.
Oh, that's right. They go something else. Sorry. But still. She just kind of stops fighting a little bit and she goes, okay, fine.
Any idea how long Indra will be out?
She will be needing a long rest.
Yeah, long rest. Camp for the night. I mean, we can camp for the night because, hearth, wind, light, and shadow.
So you guys camp for the night. Do you do anything special during the night, or do you just sleep and such?
Arizal does lay down next to Desdemona, and he says, good evening. Are you feeling well?
Yes, that wraith was a bit of annoyance. Thankfully, it wasn't more than just a scratch.
That's good. Good to know. I know you do not necessarily have any love for your brothers, but you are at peace with the fact of what we must do, yes?
I made my peace long ago. We may be related by blood, but I don't consider them my actual brothers anymore.
He slowly nods. I understand.
What about you?
Hmm?
Are you feeling well?
Yes, I believe I am. In fact, I've perhaps felt the most well I have in quite some time.
That's good to hear.
I've allowed myself a bit of enjoyment in playing a little with Hikari, and I will admit, it feels nice.
I told you, sometimes it takes practice to be good around children.
I don't quite know about that, but, well, I suppose it's only a matter of time. He looks at Desdemona and he says, "Come what may, even against your father, I will stand by your side."
Desmond smiles, and I'm happy to have you by my side.
Well,
and I would gladly be by yours.
He smiles back. Well, we have a long road ahead. Good night, Desdemona.
Sleep well, Arizal.
Kiss, 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 kiss. I'll tell you something.
Can you actually say that?
No, out of character. I don't want to ruin the moment. I just couldn't help it. I was out of character, just me being my shipping self. I'm sorry, I couldn't help it.
Well, they probably do kiss each other goodnight before heading off to bed.
Yeah, they probably would, yeah. But yeah, that's that.
Okay. You all sleep nicely. And you all wake up the next morning.
Why do my lips taste like ink?
Hikari immediately sits up at that, and then she grins, and then she goes over and kind of hides behind her brother.
Desmond holds a bowl of water to Indra. Here, have a drink.
And Indra just gulps it down and does not look at the reflection.
Okay.
It tastes more like ink as well.
Well then.
This tastes like ink too. What the hell is going on?
Hikari just grins innocently and says, "Welcome back, Indra," her tail wagging.
Good to be back.
So, what was that little excursion? Sorry.
I have been running for 3 days straight.
What did you do to get those wraiths to chase after you?
Okay, so full story. When I found out about that whole Tarask business, I decided to go back to my tribe's village to, let's just say it jogged my memory on something. Turns out your dad still has forces there, and as you can see, I was very discreet.
As
Where
discreet
was
as
Oh yes, absolutely discreet.
Where was your...
That was not my fault. That low-level vampire shouldn't have screamed so loud when I was beating him up during the interrogation.
Wow. Okay then.
There were vampire spawn there?
She is right. That is bad. That is bad. That is very rude.
Okay.
Anyway, yes, there were vampire spawn there.
Alright, so regardless...
Where was your camp again?
It was kind of on the outskirts.
You want me to ping it on the big map for them?
Sure.
And just bring up the big map.
Oh, you mean a camp? I mean, it wasn't a camp; it was like a town. But yeah, pull up the big map. Right. So, pull near Haven, but
The really long thing that's hard to pronounce that's on top of a forest.
yeah.
I'm
I
just
thought-
gonna call it Caldecad.
Okay, out of character, I thought it was she was settled at Gorlum Swamp.
Yeah, it was, but then
That's
yeah,
Gwen.
it was, but then Lala drew it really far away from Gorlum Swamp.
Oh,
To be fair, this does feel like a pretty good spot for a village.
Yeah.
yeah.
But with that in mind, Arizal thinks, well, I suppose now the question arises, shall we take a bit of a detour to clear out your old home?
It's I don't think that's critical right now. I got what I went there for.
What was that exactly?
I pull out an old book. Well, okay, so ground rules. My family was a pretty big part of fighting during the Tarask, and this book had and this old book had quite a bit of information on how they actually did that.
Really? I would never have guessed.
Wouldn't we have been able to get all that information from Mother?
I did not know your mother was a part of this.
Well, let's be fair. Chances are, Indra's people perhaps knows a bit more of the intricacies.
Well, two things stood out to me. First thing was attack it from above; it can't fly.
Makes sense.
Well, second thing was a bit more interesting. Apparently, they weren't able actually to fight it in its full power. They had to weaken it first.
Weaken it to Rask.
I don't know. It's some kind of magic ritual.
Hmm.
I never understood too much about my tribe traditions. I just know they involved a lot of blood.
A magic ritual to weaken a Tarask.
Yep.
Malik himself is probably searching for that very same secret. As powerful as he is, I believe even he's well aware that he may not stand a chance against a Tarask fully powered.
Indeed.
So,
Yeah, Rask would just.
Where are we right now?
we're just a ways from Haven.
And where are we going?
We're going up against my second youngest brother, Azriel.
Anything I ought to know?
He has a bunch of werewolves with him.
And
Bunch of werewolves.
And he's a Hexblade warlock.
Okay.
And
It
it's
tastes
do I
very
notice
delicious, charbroiled.
I notice, do I notice any disdain on Desdemona's face? It's when the werewolves come up.
A little bit.
Hey, Mona, you got a problem? Hey, Desi, you got a problem with werewolves?
Vampires and werewolves have been at odds with each other for ages.
Well, that
I
actually,
once had a
in
werewolf skull. It belonged to a family of fighters. We often fought over it.
you know,
Hmm.
this actually explains a bit about our dynamic. Most of my family were werewolves.
Wait, what?
What?
Arizal raises an eyebrow. You were raised by wolves.
Werewolves.
You didn't
That
tell me
explains
your
so
family
much.
were lycanthropes.
Yeah.
That-
I mean, why was it important?
Eh,
It's not inherently
Not really.
as far as to my knowledge.
Well, yeah, I was supposed to become one myself, but then they all got killed, and I don't know how to do the ritual.
There's a ritual to this?
I thought you had.
I did say I did mention blood magic.
Esquid is just dumbfounded.
Yeah, Desdemona is like stunned.
Well, this is
Bob is
Certainly
eating
interesting.
something he picked up off the ground.
Lar, no.
just chewing a bit of tree resin.
Or bone.
Pretty much.
But yeah, Arizel's. Well, this is certainly a unique development. I am learning quite a bit about you.
Yeah,
So
but
now I wonder.
But anyway, back to the blood magic ritual I mentioned. I went looking for the instructions into that ritual, and they've been removed.
Oh.
It's weird though.
Do you think perhaps your brother took the instructions, Desdemona?
It could
There's
be possible, but
No,
how
he
would he
couldn't
get
have.
those But how would he get those werewolves to be loyal to him?
No, he could not have done it himself. They were hidden in a bit of a magic, in kind of a. The ritual instructions were hidden in a magic vault buried underground, and only a Telmareth could have opened that thing. Anyone else would have been repeatedly struck by lightning until he died.
What if a member of your clan was undead?
That's the most ridiculous idea I've ever heard. I mean,
Well,
most of
think
them
about
are
it. Think
undead.
about it.
You saw it. Most of them were undead.
Well, think about it. What if Dimitri, under orders of one of my relatives,
Oh,
manipulated?
No, there's got to be like intent to it.
So you're suggesting there's a traitor in your party?
I don't. Let's not go there.
This is getting complicated.
Yes, it is.
Regardless, as it currently stands, we are heading off to deal with another of Desdemona's relatives, and
Cool. Let's
we are planning to go around the forces so that we do not have to deal with hordes and hordes of werewolves.
Right.
Alright.
You sound
Okay.
disappointed.
I've been fighting undead for so long. Werewolves would have been a nice change of pace.
Yeah, maybe we'll get lucky and find a strangler.
I mean, I can't lie, and Arizel shows off the quiver of silvered bolts that he purchased. I did get these, and it would probably be a waste to, let them go to waste.
Yeah, well, maybe we'll find someone when you find your brother. Let's go.
Oh, Indra?
Yeah?
I have a question. How good are you with axes?
I prefer swords.
Huh.
Okay.
Sure. I'm never getting rid of this axe, am I?
Nope.
You mean
What is that Void Edge? Axe?
Void Edge, yeah.
Arizel took that?
Oh. I must not have cleared that off my thing.
Yeah, Arizel gave Talon to Hikari, and he took Void Edge.
Okay.
I mean, honestly, the more I think about it, it makes sense for a defender, right? That they'd be able to, have sort of an impregnable defense and yet can break through any other defense.
Mm-hmm.
True. Indra? It's the other
Yeah.
way.
Oh,
Unless you really want to go back to Haven.
No, I just didn't know which way.
Okay.
I do have one question.
Mhm.
Do you really want to become a werewolf?
I don't know. I mean, it was kind of just a thing that was supposed to happen.
I mean,
You don't have to become a werewolf. You can be something else. Maybe.
Yeah, but I've got this whole. But I've already got this whole wolf aesthetic going. What, you want me to be a werebear?
No.
I mean, if I'm being entirely honest, you would probably look rather menacing as a werewolf.
I don't know.
It is what it is. You'll decide what you want in life.
She's probably jealous that I can turn into other animals at once.
Well, you can change her into a T-Rex, Gwen.
I can. As well as everything.
Yeah, that's another thing. After I've been that thing, werewolf seems so disappointing.
So you want to be a were T-Rex?
Very rarely, one of
Imagine.
our kinds can be born with the intelligence of a wolf.
She'd rather be a T-Rex.
Arizal just looks at Bar.
We named him Stimpy.
He actually gives a slight snort at that.
Out of character, I'm expecting to hear Bar say he was very delicious.
No.
You know, Bar isn't just a one-track record. He doesn't always think that easy.
Yeah, I know, it was just a thought. Anyway.
Well, how's that sap, Bar?
Could use more honey.
It's an oak tree. I don't think oak sap tastes all that great.
It's
You
alright.
make do with what you can.
Yeah.
I've had worse.
But oddly enough, Bar, I can believe it. I've been there before.
Fun fact, there's a type of cough drop in Australia called eucalyptus drops, which are literally just tree sap from eucalyptus trees.
Yep.
And it's
Anywho.
actually not too bad. Well,
Yeah.
for the purpose. Yeah.
And soothes the throat.
Anyway.
So you guys want to start the skill challenge today, or do you want to end it for now?
Let's end it for now. It's getting late.
Okay.
Yeah, I feel this would take a lot more time to do anyway.
And intro permitting, the other characters might be able to read things in that book, and you might find things.
I mean, I kind of just tossed it to Arizal, so.
Oh,
I mean, it's worth noting that Indra was quite possibly the worst person in the party to go on any fact-finding mission.
Well, then I guess. What? So this is more of like a. Well, I'll add it to my inventory regardless. So this is like a drow tome.
Yeah, it is in Undercommon, so you might have trouble reading it.
Ooh, I wonder if I know that language. I do.
Bar knows Undercommon? Okay.
I do indeed.
Actually, considering he's a Gloomstalker, that makes sense.
I once met a drow. He looked
yeah,
at me funny
drow.
and I punched him.
Nah.
He taught me how to speak Undercommon.
Huh.
Well, then I guess you'll be very, very helpful in, well, interpreting the very literal interpretation of the words then.
Indeed.
Anyway, let's be off now.
yes. If we move in the daytime, we don't have to worry about the werewolves much. And as they walk by, Desmona whispers to Indra, you might want to look at your face. Try using your sword's reflection.
Hmm.
You do realize, Hickory, the little laughs I will give you away.
I'm hiding it though.
I gotta just look bemusedly at Hickory. That was only for when I'm drunk. You get to do that. Hickory.
She points to everybody. She goes, "They said I could do it."
I said nothing of the sort.
Except for Mark.
And you know me, I always discourage that.
And Kitai.
I had nothing to do with it.
Red looks away innocently.
I grab Desdemona by the collar.
Uncanny dodge!
No, I just grab Desdemona by the collar and just force her in front of Hickory. Then it was you! You apologize for applying peer pressure.
I did not apply pressure, I just suggested.
Oh yes, peer pressure. I have heard of this phenomenon.
Yeah. Hikari grins rally, and then she perks up. She goes, "Wait, you can get back at me." And then she gives a grin. She goes, "Arm wrestle me."
Here we go.
We need a proper tavern table and lots of ale to do that, Hickory.
But I'm
If
not allowed to
only-
drink anymore.
If only we had someone who could make those within an hour.
Is there a fallen log nearby?
I'm sorry, I just had to make a joke there.
I mean, I can transmute rock.
And
But
I
can you
Give me a
create-
day.
Oh,
And I
okay.
do-
Add a character. Am I taking this as a suggestion that you guys want Hikari to drink?
No.
Again,
No.
because you guys are giving reasons to how we can get ale, and
Well, we do have 1.5 bottles of Drusilla's Tier 1 in my inventory.
Bet you hated when we drank that.
I'm fine with it. It's just I get drunk easy. You,
Then
however,
Hikari kind of looks hopeful, like I can drink.
it's got an iron taste.
How about this? We kill your brother first, and then drink, and then do it on his corpse.
Oh my god.
Sure, why not? Let's go.
Indra's got the biggest, most innocent smile when she says this.
Hikari doesn't look so sure about that, but if it means she gets to arm wrestle her, she just goes, "Oh, okay, I guess."
May I ask a question?
Yes, you can eat the corpse afterward.
No, that wasn't my question. Would asking to eat the corpse after be bad form, as it is her brother, and he points to Desdemona.
Arizal points to Indra. He ate her last brother.
Very true.
She didn't kick up a fuss about it.
She was a T-Rex.
Oh yeah, by the way, wait, did that go down easy, or was that...
I want to eat this one.
I honestly don't know what happened to it after I transformed back into a drow.
I'm
not sure how that worked.
I'm hoping it was not difficult coming out.
I'm pretty sure it was completely digested.
It is not well known, but vampires actually have a very unique taste.
Well,
It's very metallic.
Well, Bar, then let's get you some gourmet food. Wait, no, it's this way.
Thank you.
God, I missed her.
Hell's Kitchen with Chef Bar.
You guys know how to make me feel loved.
Yay! I think that's a good ending point.
Yep.
Okay. Thank you all for joining us today. We will see you all next week because there will be no followers of Mayhem this Friday.
Yeah,
Sorry.
sorry. I gotta deal with more real life stuff. Yay!
But
Yeah.
thankfully, they're still Humblewood and Sunday. So.
Don't be sorry for things out of your control.
Well, this one was kind of in my control, but I'm a dubber.
Alright. Goodbye.
Good night.
Good night.
Dubber means idiots in Australia.
Yeah.
Yep.
Hey, we're all
Good night.
idiots.